ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Wine Valley here in Sonoma, California, home of today's Toyota SaveMart 350 from beautiful Sonoma Raceway. Here on Prodigy Racing Network, coverage of the Dualshock Racing Association. Finally, for the first time in a pretty long time, sorry about that. For the first time in a pretty long time, we are back. Some of you were even making jokes in the chat about that. But yeah, we're here. We're going to be here tomorrow as well for the IFAR race as they head to Monza. Let's take a look at your standings after the previous race Auto Club. Unfortunately, I missed a really good race Auto Club, I heard. But Devani Rodriguez is heading into today's race with a pretty nice 149 points added to his total. He's got a 6-point cushion over Victor Delgado III, who I do not believe is in this race. I could be wrong. Actually, never mind, he is. Okay, he did qualify. He left earlier, but Supericer in third, George Oriarte, who I would assume is not in this race, considering he is currently in the chat. He did not enter, so he is not racing tonight. And Nick Servideo is the last one to really be worth mentioning because everybody else doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell of getting back into the championship hunt. And with that, these idiots are trying to get themselves started. As we turn off our thing there. Once again, our sticker today is part of a bit of a fundraiser we're doing here on the channel. I guess you could probably say you can donate to victims of the Central Mississippi tornadoes from a couple weeks ago. That drive is still going on here. We'll have the link in the description for the rest of the weekend. However, we also encourage people to donate to the victims of the tornadoes in Arkansas and Missouri. Green flag in the air here at Sonoma. 25 laps of pure chaos here at Sonoma Raceway in Wine Valley. So far, so good as they get out of the initial corner here. A couple of, we have the NR 2003 servers showing their age here with the, oh, we got one around as Flandre Wilson. I think that's in turn 4. I'm not quite sure. Holy crap, they are wrecking. They are all trying to kill each other. That is Chris Mack and Winty Wolf. And the 35 of Trevor Davis is around the 72. They're all wrecking. I don't know if they're doing it intentionally or if they're just that bad at drivers. But Chris Mack hard into the wall. Supericer, and I think that is the 70. Oh my god, he's going to come back up the racetrack. Jesus H. Christ. I would assume that they're going to redo that. Thank you. Yeah, I knew they were going to do that. George asking the question that everybody is asking. Attempt number 2 in Wine Valley. I knew this race was going to give me terminal cancer, but I didn't think it would be like I didn't think it would be this bad. Keep in mind, Devani Rodriguez, your points leader, is currently, or sorry, no, he's not your points leader. He's your points runner-up right now. He is looking. Victor Delgado is currently in the field, so he is trying to take that points lead away. And we saw how Rodriguez has 2 victories, and he has 2 victories now. I mean, he could. I mean, there is literally cases where like you could win every single race and not win the championship. That is possible. So the wins are not going to be everything for Rodriguez. He has to rely on Victor Delgado also having a pretty crappy day now. So I don't know. I haven't seen these guys race on road course. Well, I've seen Delgado race on road courses, but that was one road course race at Laguna Seca. I haven't really seen. One race is not a very good indicator, in my opinion, but Devani Rodriguez and Kaylin Bevan will be leading us to the green. Got a Rocket League Dodge in the field here today, belonging to Jonathan Salos. Sounds like a Hungarian name, but green flag back in the air for attempt number 2 here in Wine Valley. And these idiots, I thought they were sending it 4 wide up through the first corner. I thought, oh, good lord. Kalen Bevan with an incredible pass on the inside. There's Devani Rodriguez losing that first spot. We're using the 2013 version of Sonoma, the layout that they've been using post. Oh god, we got a massive wreck here in turn 2. Or turn 3, I'm not quite sure. But Flandre Wilson and Trevor Davis involved in a wreck back there toward the back. Side by side for the lead. Now, I know from experience that these S's are going to provide a massive opportunity to create a passing opportunity when they enter that turn 12 hairpin. Side by side, Devani Rodriguez on the outside. 2 Dodges battling for the lead here. Kalen Bevan able to keep his car stable coming into that final stretch here before the start-finish straight. Here comes Devani Rodriguez trying to make a pass here in the hairpin. Almost hits the tires, but he's still there on the inside of Kalen Bevan. Kalen Bevan will lead lap number 1 here at the Toyota SaveMart 350. Now take a look at number 4, Jonathan Salos. Oh, got one around. It's Devani Rodriguez. Doesn't take out anybody with him. Fingers crossed. Devani Rodriguez is around in the first corner. Or in turn 2, I should probably say. And there's number 18, Nico Servideo. The last guy currently in contention for the championship. Kalen Bevan also having some serious problems. And we have the pace lights on the car, so we might see a yellow here. I think we're going to see a yellow. Provided people don't kill each other in turn... What is that? Turn 6? Yep, they have thrown the caution. So Dual was the one that actually threw it on that one. It wasn't a server thing. Dual threw the caution. So they will be yellow when we come back to the line here. Let's see what the 4 of Salos can do, as he is currently your race leader. There we go. Your leader coming to the yellow is going to be Jonathan Salos, followed by the 22 of Victor Delgado to 3rd. And then one of the blank cars, that's Chris Mack. He was involved in that large crash on the first attempt. Thank you, George, for clearing that up, by the way. So we are under our first caution of the day. Not quite sure what triggered the caution exactly, because there were multiple incidents on the racetrack, but a little bit of post-flag action between Trevor Davis and Keon Daly. First race that we've seen him on this set of broadcasts. Yep, Devani. Okay. Yeah, that was a good call if it was the Devani Rodriguez crash. Just, it was a one-car accident, so I didn't really think it'd really bring it out, but I call it, I mean, I know there's an official name for this, but I call this the O'Reilly hairpin. It's not really a hairpin, is it? It's just like a... Also, if you look closely at the track layout, I wonder if it shows it here. Yeah, right here. If you look at the track layout, and that is officially turn 7. But if you look at the track layout, that is, I mean, it looks like a gas can. I've always thought, like, since the very first time I saw what Sonoma looked like, it's always looked like a gas can to me. So, I always thought it was pretty funny that NASCAR was racing on a track that looked like a gas can. Chris Mack is a little slow here. I hope they're trying to get themselves regrouped. Chris Mack. I mean, this is shades of 2007 Kansas in the fall. Like, nobody knows where the hell they are under caution. Devani Rodriguez, despite spinning, is back into 6th place here. Right there and behind Kalen Bevan. He's not pretty sure he's about sick of seeing the back end of that number 45 Dodge. Probably will not be coming in this time by. It looks like people are probably going to be taking their opportunities to pit. I almost said George Solos. Sorry, Jonathan Solos is coming in for his stop here. He's got Caleb Evan, Chris Mack with a very dangerous fake out. Super Icer in the pit road. Now, this is a very narrow pit road. Or pit road entry. The pit road itself is not that narrow, but the entry certainly is. It seems like everybody is coming in. 29 car, Jev Rabby. No big surprise. He's in pit road. But everybody except for Chris Mack and Winty Wolf are staying or are going into pit road. First pit boxes don't really start until about the start-finish stretch. Coverage of the Dualshock Racing Association is brought to you by IFAR. Tune into tomorrow's races. The IFAR Premier Series takes on the Italian menace, I like to call it. Autodromo Nazionale di Monza is what they'll be taking on. A Formula One fan favorite. Will have stock cars on it for God knows whatever reason. And despite... Oh, wait, never mind. I was going to say, despite this being 2023, we've got a Pontiac pace car, but okay. Totally forgot we're using a 2007 GNS mod. So, or no, not GNS, sorry, Nextel Cup mod. I'm very sorry about that. Once again, donations are still ongoing on our links to donations are still ongoing for the victims of the tornadoes in Rolling Fork and Winona, Mississippi. You can donate using the links below. The links to United Way and GoFundMe are down in the description. We also encourage you to donate to the victims of the tornadoes in Little Rock, Arkansas, and the tornadoes that struck Iowa, including the twin tornadoes that struck Iowa, and the tornadoes that hit Illinois, Missouri, and Tennessee that day. So... I know not everybody's Mr. Beast, but it's still... I'd like to think I'm doing my part by putting that out there. We will be restarting when they come back around, barring any shenanigans in these final couple corners. Starting in last place will be... Sorry, my phone shut off, so I don't have the roster. Starting in that last place spot will be Keon Daly. We do have a retirement. It is Jev Rabby. He has... retired from the race. So far, he is our only retirement. That's not going to be permanent, though. I have a feeling we're going to see a big one here, knowing these idiots. I call them idiots, but let's be honest. I mean, some of these guys are in IFAR, so, I mean, they're decent drivers. Some of them. Devani Rodriguez is currently in the top 3 in points for a reason, so I wouldn't exactly call him an idiot. Chris Mack, I haven't seen him race in NR 2003, so I don't know how big of an idiot he is. But judging by his road racing talent, I'm pretty sure he's he probably has the least amount of brain cells in this pack. Chris Mack, Winty Wolf, and Jonathan Solos will be leading us to the line. What the hell is Super Icer doing? I should have manned a camera next to the flag stand. That probably would have been a smart idea. Green flag back to the air here in Sonoma. Great start there by Chris Mack in that number 93 Chevrolet. Jonathan Solos is still trying to hunt down Winty Wolf as they enter the first series of S's here. They'll get out of that one relatively clean. We did have a couple of people go into the grass, or what's left of it. You know, you wouldn't know this just judging by how the landscape is when NASCAR rolls into town. But this track is actually... I was watching a Toyota Gazoo Racing sports car race about a week ago. And when they race on this track in the spring, it is so green. It rains a lot in this part of California during the spring, and it just makes the track so green. We got one off. What the hell is he doing? That is Winty Wolf getting a little bit too quick in the S's there. I saw an orange car, and I immediately thought Chris Mack, but he is pulling away from Kalen Bevan. But here comes Salos on the inside. Will he make a move? Devani Rodriguez is still trying to make his way up into the top 3. 20 laps to go. Oh no! Salos clips the wall a little bit there, coming off into the first turn. That Rocket League Dodge unfortunately rocketed into the wrong place, and we've got a yellow. Wincy Wolf appears to have damage. Caution is out. See if we can't. Oh, shoot. That is why. Okay. Let's take a look here. We're going to be under yellow for a little bit, so we have a chance to look at all possible angles here. Oh, Soup Ricer. These are the 2007 cars. That is dangerous if that would have happened in real life, but this is pretend cars, so let's take a look at Flandre Wilson's perspective. He just up and crashed him. I mean, that's just... I don't know if Soup Ricer did that on purpose, but I bet Wincy is not exactly the happiest person in the field right now. Let's go on board with Soup Ricer. That is absolutely right. If this was the next-gen car, he would have 20... Actually, he'd probably be dead. He wouldn't even have a collapsed lung. He'd just be freaking dead. Let's go on board with Wincy Wolf from the cockpit view. I felt that from here. I felt that. Wincy Wolf is somehow still in the race. I wonder if there's going to be any penalties levied against Soup Ricer after this. I'm looking in the chat for something. Not like I'm going to find anything right now. I'll have to check back in the DSRA server after this race. We might see some suspensions. Totally not just saying that to manufacture some kind of drama here, but we do have a couple of people staying out. Victor Delgado has chosen to stay out. So has Nico Servideo, Trevor Hill? No, Trevor Davis. And, oh, he has a little bit of damage. That's the 39 of Keon Daly, who was chosen to stay out. Wincy Wolf still with probably going to be what's terminal damage. I'm pretty sure he's not going to come back in this race. Well, we got a lot of pit stops here. This could be a big one here as we approach the halfway mark of the race. Remember, once halfway through lap 12 will most likely be the halfway point. Soup Ricer has taken responsibility for that wreck. So, Devani Rodriguez, first one out of pit road, followed by Chris Mack and Jonathan Salos. Kalen Bevan and Keon Daly will be the last ones out of pit road. Although he's having some issues. Soup Ricer, the cold-blooded killer, is probably going to get past them there. A lot of people did choose to stay out. Victor Delgado, Flandre Wilson, Nico Servideo, Trevor Davis, and Keon Daly. Although that was a really good stop by Devani Rodriguez. I think he actually, something tells me he did that on purpose because, I mean, to be honest, if I were him, I'd want to stay back too. By the way, we do apologize for the cars stuttering. We got one around in Soup Ricer. There's nothing we can really do about that. That's just a network thing. By the way, we are currently running on Radmin servers right now because Dual is hosting this race. I guess that should be evident considering George is currently in the chat that he's not hosting this race, but really don't have a good feeling about Radmin, but I guess they wouldn't be using it if it wasn't safe to use. So that Melling Racing scheme, you better get used to seeing it, because if Victor shows up to the IFAR race, we're seeing a lot more of it. But these guys are a pretty big staple in DSRA. I actually remember we streamed streamed the Cook Karting Association last year, and Melling Racing was a member of that as well. So Melling is a beyond familiar name to me at this point. They will probably be in the IFAR race tomorrow as well. Once again, coming in from Monza tomorrow night. Stream will start at around 10:30 Eastern because of practice and qualifying and stuff like that. Victor Delgado, Flandre Wilson, who almost won the last race at Auto Club, had the most laps led in that race. He's looking to get some revenge here at Sonoma. Leader will choose when they get to restart. Green flag back to the air here in Sonoma. It is a Chevy and 2 Dodges mostly. It's mostly Dodge in that top five. Oh, there goes Victor Delgado, not Victor Servideo. Despite the slip up in that first S, going up the hill, Flandre Wilson trying to take advantage here. Number 23 car still there on the back bumper of Victor Delgado. Here he comes to the inside. Making his way on a turn 4A here in Sonoma. 23 a little bit wide going into the O'Reilly corner. He's going to be around the 23. He saves it. He got a little sideways, but he saves it there. And doesn't lose any positions in the process, but he will lose a lot of time to Victor Delgado. Side by side for a lot of people going through the S's here. Here's Trevor Davis. Devani Rodriguez has lost some positions off that restart, but he is, I would assume, oh, we got one in the grass. It's Chris Mack. Is he going to LePage the field? No, he's actually gained some brain cells over these past couple of years. Devani Rodriguez, everybody is losing their minds on that final corner. We almost saw the, I think it was the 45 go, or sorry, no, we almost saw Devani Rodriguez go straight into the tires there. That was a really hairy scene going through turn 12. And Chris Mack is in the grass again. He completely cuts the corner there. I wonder if they're going to be telling him to give that position back. Chris Mack almost hits that inside. That is a dangerous runoff there. Probably why this is not an FIA Grade 1 circuit, to be honest with you. Oh, Rodriguez, a little bit of contact with Chris Mack, and 45 lost his rear end coming out of that corner. And we got one stuck in the barrier. No caution yet. Keon Daly, I believe, or sorry, not Keon Daly. Daniel Sila, actually, is, caution is officially out here in Sonoma. We will take a look at the replay when they come back around, but Victor Delgado will lead us to the yellow, it looks like. Caution is out for the 3rd time here at Sonoma Raceway. Oh, 39 got a little bit loose there with Chris Mack. Chris is probably really happy to see that yellow come back out, but I want to see what happened to that number 72 car. It's pretty easy to get stuck in the barriers here in this game, but that is just a scary looking accident. Let's take a look at what happened to that Caterpillar Toyota. Oh, he took that corner. Oh, he took that corner way too quickly. That's what happened. Okay. Yep, classic mistake here at these road courses. He almost took out Soup Ricer and Nico Servideo while he was at it. Nico Servideo probably needs a change of underwear after that. I want to go on board with Daniel Sila real quick. Ooh. Yeah, you can tell you could tell he tried hard to brake there. I kind of want to see his dash real quick. Yeah, he actually downshifts there as he tries to brake. Yeah, he tried to downshift there. I'll give him that. So it's not like he intentionally tried to get into the wall or anything. It looks like he just missed his braking zone. Let's take a look on board with Nico Servideo real quick. I want to see just what that looked like for him. No, if I'm Nico, I'm crapping myself there because, I mean, you just have a missile coming at you at about 180 miles an hour. Now, just imagine if that was in the next-gen car, huh? He'd be dead. He'd just... I mean, if Alex Bowman can get a concussion from, like, a slight tap, like, ugh, I don't want to even know what kind of injuries that the drivers would get in that crash. I hope I'm wrong, but hopefully it won't be another 2000. You know, 3 before February. Uh-oh. Oh crap. Oh Jesus Christ. Uh-oh. I hope that is not a me issue. Okay, there we go. We're good. We're good. No, we're not good, there. No, we're not. We're not good. This thing is about as stable as a psych ward patient. Ugh. Actually, now that I think about it, people always joke all the time about the server crashing when we're under Radmin, so probably should have expected this. Winty Wolf is still in the pits. Yeah, Keon Daly is out of the race. So that's new. We will be restarting. Okay, so they're just about ready to enter. What turn is that? They're just now entering turn 4A, about to enter turn 7, so... Alright, now we're somewhat stable. Do keep in mind that we are relying on Dual for his internet to not commit suicide here. And I probably shouldn't even joke about that, actually. I lost a dude that I went to school with actually killed himself a couple days ago, so I probably shouldn't be joking about that, but... Oof. Okay, they are coming through the S's. We will be restarting with 14 laps to go when they cross the line. Victor Delgado, Jonathan Salos, and Nick Servideo will be leading us to the green. Devani Rodriguez and Flandre Wilson will be rounding out that top 5. I don't know what Jonathan Salos is doing. I think he's... Nope. Yeah, I knew he was going to do that. are coming to the green. Green flag back to the air here in Sonoma. Did not mean to focus on Winty there. Kind of hoping Devani Rodriguez gets a run here. This is a guy that is currently contending for the points lead. His points rival is right up there in first place. So he does not want to see that 22 car in first. Right now he's got to get past this Logitech Chevy of Nico Servideo. It's funny. The most Italian sounding name, and we go to Monza tomorrow for IFAR. Victor Delgado will be in Monza tomorrow, but right now he's got to fend off against Jonathan Salos. There comes that number 4 car. I said this at the top of the show. You can get a massive run if you play your cards right coming through this S's, because all you have to do is just let off the gas. You don't really have to brake hard coming through the S's. Here comes the... Oh, he's around hard in the wall. The 4 flips his lid. Caution is out again here in Sonoma. Number 4 car all torn up on the back end. And we got one around. It's the 72 of Daniel Sila. How is he not out of this race after getting stuck in the barrier? We'll take a look at the replay in a moment once we figure out the order here. Now, Devani Rodriguez right there on the back of Victor Delgado. That's an incredible starting spot here for that 72. We're sorry for that. So that's 60. Shoot. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We have to look at the 4. Jonathan Salos has been a pretty competitive car all day today. It just sucks to see that he crashed. This is him. He's trying to go for the lead here. Salos. Oh, the curb got him there. He carried a little too much speed going into the corner. And damn. I know cars in Rocket League roll over a lot, but that is probably not a ride he wanted to take today. So let's go on board with Jonathan Salos. I honestly think he just got... I honestly think that curb was a little... Super Racer, what in God's name do you think you're doing? Let's take a look at your retard of the race presented by Special Olympics. And today's retard of the race is Super Racer 69. I can't believe what I just saw. It's like Jonathan Salos is complaining about the track geometry when he literally slid off the curb. That's just... Now, you want to talk about a skill issue. So you get for carrying too much speed into that corner. But now these final couple corners here suck. I mean, racing on myself, it just kind of sucks to go through that corner. Because if you carry too much speed in that final corner before the hairpin, you're screwed. Nico Servideo coming in along with Daniel Sila, Soup Ricer, and Jonathan Salos. Probably coming in to repair that damage, I would assume. Seems like most of these guys have been pretty much topping off every chance they got. Just one last reminder that tomorrow at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, we'll be streaming the IFAR Premier Series as they prepare for their Italian Grand Prix. Once again, we missed a classic race from that. I've actually gotten a couple of suspensions and even fines, like actual monetary fines from that race. So, man, I mean, you thought the Hendrick situation was bad. This is just another level of crazy. I talked with the owner of IFAR though. They don't actually enforce that. It was more of a S's and G's kind of situation. And they're like, yeah, all right, we're gonna fine you, but you don't exactly have to pay it. They did. I think they did get docked penalty point. Or sorry, I think they did get docked points though. So either way, we missed the shit show at Talladega, and I kind of regret it. So not my fault. I had a panic attack before that race was set to go green. I just flat out slept through the race at Auto Club, which very sorry. If we're not streaming an IFAR or DSRA race, just assume that I'm either having a mental breakdown or I just slept right through it. So my sleep schedule is not great ever since I graduated. I thought I saw a pink car back there. It's just Super Ice is all the way back here, but pace car will be coming in this time by. We will have 11 laps to go when they restart. We've been racing for 33 minutes. Not as bad as it probably could have been. We've been streaming for the better part of 45 minutes, according to OBS. We have ultra low latency enabled on this stream. What the hell are you doing, Kalen? Okay. So Flandre Wilson is going to be knocked back because of an act of mental retardation by the 45 car. Thankfully, he'll be allowed to have that position back, but this is just... If number 4 coming over the radio, too much trolling, and personally, I agree. The Pontiac, the 2003 Pontiac GTO pace car coming, or sorry, Grand Prix pace car coming into pit road now, sponsored by Sierra and Papyrus Games. Victor Delgado, Devani Rodriguez, and Flandre Wilson will be leading us to the green here. We should have had a pole before the race. We'll have a pole before the IFAR race. We're green here at Sonoma for the 500,000th time. This guy's got a pretty bad launch, all things considered here. I expected them to be 3 or 4 wide going through the corner. They're pretty much single file. The number 4 is missing his hood. I don't really expect him to be much of a factor. I'm pretty sure you can probably count Winty Wolf as being out of this race. He is technically 9 laps down, but he is 12th. Might as well consider him a DNF at this point. I don't know why he hasn't left the game. I mean, if you know you're not going to be competitive, unless he's just taking a really long dump. Devani Rodriguez still there trying to hold off Flandre Wilson, in return losing time to the 22 of Victor Delgado. That Melling Racing Dodge really looking speedy going through the S's. Oh man, those curbs are going to be the death of some drivers here today. But here comes the 82, Devani Rodriguez with a massive send coming into the hairpin. Victor Delgado loses lead to Devani Rodriguez. Leads at Sonoma. 10 laps to go here in Wine Valley. Kalen Bevan taking advantage of Chris Mack screwing up on the corner there. And as they come up the hill, they're really struggling here. They're on board with Jonathan Salos at the moment. You really have to get your exercise in here because especially since a lot of these guys, I can see them using the rumble strips here. Really gotta work your feet here around this track. You really gotta work your wrists here too. A lot of getting on the gas and heavy braking here, especially going through that first couple of sectors of the track. Once you get into the S's, it's more of a workout for your wrists than it is your feet. But oh, we got one in the grass. Don't know who. 22 trying to make a move on the outside, and he got Brian Vickers. And oh, we got a wreck here. Soup Ricer and Kalen Bevan. Caution is out here in Sonoma. Caution is out because of a Brian Vickers incident here. Oh, man. Flandre Wilson has got to be hopping mad about that. Let's see here. Oh, the 35 punted him. I can't really blame the 35 for that, but carried a little too much speed into the hairpin. And the 45 just continues to harass the 23. Jeez. That was something else entirely. Let's go on board with Trevor Davis. Man, this race has just been full of action today. So Trevor Davis has been responsible for about 2 wrecks today. One of them likely will not count because I think that wreck was on the first attempt. That 35 has his entire right side bashed in, so ugly sight there, but Devani Rodriguez, Victor Delgado, and Trevor Davis are currently your top 3. Chris Mack and Jonathan Salos round out the rest of your top 5. And aside from Trevor Davis and Chris Mack, it is mostly Dodges here in this top 5. Devani Rodriguez trying to warm up his tires, and he almost wrecks himself in the process. He probably shouldn't do that. But if you tell a driver to do one thing, they'll instantly do another. And he almost got wrecked by Victor Delgado because of his actions. Might need to march down to Advanced Auto Parts and get himself a new engine if he keeps revving it up like that. Or maybe he could stand to replace his brakes. I've never been inside of an Advanced Auto Parts, so if I'm getting that wrong, I'm sorry. No other retirements. Winty Wolf. Keon Daly, Winty Wolf, and Jeb Rabi are the only retirements thus far. Somehow, Winty Wolf has not gotten out of this race yet. He just needs to freaking retire at this. Just retire from the race. You're 12 laps down. You're not gonna. I mean, just press escape and press back. I mean, that's all there is left. Oh, yippee. It looks like it wants to freaking snow again. I love my life, you know? You know, it's April and we just got out of a freaking, our 3rd winter storm of the year. I mean, it's just, yeah, life here is fan-freaking-tastic. It is almost 9 o'clock Eastern. Hope you are having a wonderful day. If you're Devani Rodriguez, I'm sure you're having a ball. When a driver gets so bored that they start freaking going in the grass during pace laps. Meanwhile, Daniel Sila with a massive active genius there as he gets into the inside wall. I mean, it was either that or take out Flandre Wilson for a second time. For sure he would appreciate that. Jonathan Salos, somehow still competitive despite being involved in that wreck earlier in the race. This is only lap 18, people. We still have, we're going to have, 7 laps to go after this. God have mercy on these guys' souls, because we are going to be here all frickin' night at this rate. And Devani Rodriguez does end up taking out Soup Ricer. Speaking of which, your top three, Devani Rodriguez, for now, barring any penalties. Soup Ricer and Victor Delgado, your top three. Trevor Davis and Chris Mack round out your top five. What in the name of God is that Caterpillar Toyota doing? Oh, man, that's making me dizzy. I don't ever get motion sickness, but that is gonna probably give me motion sickness at some point. By the way, the 69 going with the Dodge Charge. Let's go on board with Victor Delgado. You can see it right there. And if we get the rear view camera, the Dodge Charged that the 69 is oh so famous for in this series. Devani Rodriguez, what in Sam hell are you doing? I question some of these drivers, you know. Coming to the restart zone. Green flag back in the air here in Sonoma, hopefully for the final time. 7 laps to go. And they're going to be 3 wide coming underneath the bridge. No, they're not. 69. Oh, he'll almost take out Trevor Smith, the Soup Ricer, getting caught in the middle of that. And now he'll stay with it. He'll still be in the top 3 here, but he's got Chris Mack behind him. Victor Delgado trying to hold on, but he's got Kalen Bevan coming. Jonathan Salos also might make a move in that messed up car that he's got. Devani Rodriguez still in first place. Side by side, entering the hairpin. Or not really the hairpin, but whatever. Trevor Smith had to wreck a couple of cars to get here, but he is in the lead for the first time today. Coming in through the S's. About to enter turn 12, I believe that is. No, not turn 12, but like, you know what I mean. They're into turn 10 right now. So there are 12 turns, not 11. I'm just... Or sorry, no, I knew there were 12 turns. I just... Devani Rodriguez. Oh, my throat's gone. Rodriguez takes the lead back. He's got the 35 right behind him. Here comes that 35 car. Deep send to the inside. Is he going to hold on? No. Coming in through the uphill section here. Chris Mack, the road course ringer, is right behind them. Chris Mack, I thought we'd get a little bit, that's why I went on board. I thought he would get a little bit closer than that, but I guess not. Devani Rodriguez trying to get his 3rd win of Season 4. And that Advanced Auto Parts Dodge has been lighting it up this season. He's trying to take the points lead away from Victor Delgado, who is currently chilling back in 6th, currently behind Kalen Bevan. Devani Rodriguez messed up the hairpin a little bit. Messed up turn 11, coming into turn 12. Devani Rodriguez holding on. 5 to go here in Sonoma. Kalen Bevan trying to get past Soup Ricer. He's holding off Kalen Bevan and Flandre Wilson. Oh, my bad. Thought it was the other way around, but okay. Oh. I don't know why I thought Victor had the points lead. Maybe that was just last week. What the heck happened to... Okay, he lagged a little bit there. And we got people falling into... Yep, this server's going to hell in a handbasket, guys. This is going to hell. This is going to hell really quickly. Shoot. This is just going to hell. We got cars wrecking. Trevor Davis around. Goes from being a race winner contender to Who gave them beats? Exactly. And we got a car around. It's Flandre Wilson. Got taken out by Jonathan Salos. Caution is out here in Sonoma. That might be the race. I think that's what the caution was for Davis. Either that or it was for the massive amount of lag. I can't be the only one experiencing this. Victor Delgado with some serious damage. Devani Rodriguez, I believe, is still your leader. Chris Mack in his first start of the season, I believe. Oh, never mind. This isn't his first start. Okay. This is actually his second. From the looks of it, this might be. I'm just going off his points, but I do believe this is the second start for Chris Mack. I do believe that this might actually be the end of the race now, because we're at this point of no return. We might be restarting with one lap to go, actually. I'm not quite sure. No, this is his first start? Oh, I see. He took a provisional. Okay. Well, that's what I thought, I guess. I mean, I'd never seen him before, but... Dang, okay. Well, I was just going off his points. I didn't know they gave points for provisionals, but okay. Right now, your top three, Devani Rodriguez, Chris Mack, Kalen Bevan. The rest of your top five is Sue Brycer and Jonathan... not Jonathan Servideo, goddammit. Jonathan Salos. Well, if it's a max of 5, then he doesn't have many left. Does he? Or is he Chris Mack? So he's taken 2 provisionals, so he's only got like 3 left, right? I don't even know how he's allowed to take provisionals, because to the best of my knowledge, he's a road course ringer, so I really don't see him showing up to many other races that aren't road courses. So it's kind of pointless for him to use a provisional at this point. We do have people coming in. It's Nico Servideo, Trevor Davis, Victor Delgado, despite the fact he's currently trying to chase the points lead. And if this does end up being a... This does end up being a one-lap shootout, he's going to have to make the most of it. But if we do not end up going back under green, he may have just screwed himself. A la... frick. I forgot their name. Are you freaking kidding me? They're in the they're gonna be in the stream starting soon screen for tomorrow's stream. I freaking forgot their name. Natani, there we go. Natani Dagenhart. When they screwed up their race by pitting in Atlanta. Yeah, it's kind of, to be fair, it's not like this race is gonna get shortened, but it just kind of reminds me like that. Okay, we are gonna go green next time by. The pace car just flicked off his lights, or rather, dual flicked off the lights for them. And they were just doing a drag racing move there, like something you'd see in a Top Fuel dragster. Like, you know how in a drag race, like when they get started, like their nose lifts up. That's kind of what happened to the 82 there. It also gives them a funny sounding V12 engine, which, you know, like that's funny as hell. So a green-white checkered finish, or what ya youngins would call overtime. I remember the days when it was just a green-white checkered finish. No overtime, no nothing. You only got like a couple of attempts too, so. Green-yellow checkered. The pace car is bugging out, so that's how you know that crap's hitting the fan. Lonnie Rodriguez trying to catch back up. Will he take out Soup Ricer? Probably. He deserves it, though. Once again, Devani Rodriguez, Chris Mack, Kalen Bevan, your top three. After that, Soup Ricer and Jonathan Salos, the rest of your top five. We are going to be going under a green-white checkered finish. Or what the chat dubs is a green-yellow checkered. That's probably going to be the more realistic outcome, honestly. But we have gone more than one lap under green, so it's not like it's impossible. I'm not mentally ready for this. Coming to the restart zone, probably for the last time today. Who is going to win this race at the SaveMart 350? Green flag in the air at Sonoma Raceway. The track formerly known as Infineon Raceway up until about 2009 or so. Oh, we got one around. Jonathan's around and a hard shunt there by Nico Servideo. No caution, still green. And they are all getting V8s again, and they are all teleporting like freaking aliens. It's like some NASCAR race view kind of crap. Oh, we got one off in the corner. Soup Ricer. It's lagging so bad that I can't even see who wrecked. God bless it. This is going to hell in a handbasket quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus H. Christ. Now, I don't even know where Devani Rodriguez is. I'm trying to find him. I'm just, like, not sure where he's at. Come on, Dual, throw the yellow. Where's Devani? It's like, where's Waldo, but a more messed up version. There's Chris Mack. White flag in the air for God knows whatever reason. Kalen Bevan. Trevor Davis. Where's Devani? Oh! Devani Rodriguez has disconnected from the server. That is the worst way to lose a race. So Chris Mack is currently your race leader, and I do not have a freaking clue what the hell is going on. Here comes Kalen Bevan, diving to the inside. Probably one of the only full... Oh God, we are doing this crap again. Oh my God. No. No. Are you freaking kidding me? This server sucks. Yep, server's freaking dead. This is just absolute BS. My quality is 22. What? I have a feeling this isn't me. Or, I'm sorry, I have a feeling this is me. Well, shit. Hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be able to... Yeah, frick. Yeah, hopefully you guys will be able to get the results sheet. I'm gonna try and check back. Thankfully, we did get this on stream, so it might be what they use to determine the finishing order. I'd be surprised if they actually did that, you know. Devani Rodriguez, Kalen Bevan, and Trevor Davis were the top three. Victor Delgado and Flandre Wilson rounded out the top five. Well, this is a first for me. Until I figure out what in God's name we do from here. Chris Mack, Trevor Davis. Well, I do believe they'll be able to save a replay at least, right? The last 2 laps have been voided. So that might be the end of our stream. If that is the case, I'd like to thank everybody who tuned in to tonight's race. And hopefully we don't have the same issues with tomorrow's IFAR race. Once again, the IFAR race, they head to Monza, Autodromo Nazionale di Monza for the Italian Grand Prix. Track itself is Monza 2022, according to the thing, but we hope to see you guys back next week for the next round of DSRA. Coming up next Friday is going to be, I believe it's going to be Kansas. That should be a good race. If Carl shows up, that will be his home race. But that will be the Hollywood Casino 400, because Dual does not know how to come up with original names, so he just uses the NASCAR Cup Series names. And after that will be the Winston 375 at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Most likely going to be the North Wilkesboro 2006 track. I haven't downloaded the track yet, so... once again, donation links to the victims of the northern Mississippi tornadoes are in the description. They'll be there tomorrow as well. Other than that, I'd like to thank everybody who tuned into tonight's race. We are very sorry that the race ended like this. But other than that, this is your head commentator, Nicholas Koskin, and we'll see you tomorrow at 10:30 p.m. Eastern for the Italian Grand Prix. Your race winner, Devani Rodriguez. Unofficially.